Hello there. It's time to do some polynomial weaving. 4 of these are x-intercepts, and the other is not. The other one can let me figure out at what pitch this quartic, in this case, is going to have in order to weave it through all 5 of these points. I can set it up similar way, same way really, in the factored form that I do for parabolas. So note here that I'm leaving the scalar, k, out in front again. It goes through -4, 0, so I got x plus 4, -1, x plus 1. This one, instead of writing x minus 1.5, I scaled it into 2x minus 3. If I stick in 1.5 here, 2 times 1.5 is 3, minus 3 gets me 0, so it's okay to do this. And then I got x minus 5. I want to figure out what the scalar is, so I need to use this point here. So I'm inserting 1 in for the x, and now evaluate each set of parentheses. Multiply through. So let's here, 5 times 2 is 10, -1 and -4 makes +4, 10 and 4 is 40, so I'm going to get 40k, and that f of 1, I know that my input of 1 produces an output of 10, f of 1 can be replaced with 10. And divide. So that got me the scalar. Now I'm just going to plug it back in and get it to standard form. Okay, I'm going to try to work over on this side. I always deal with the scalar at the very end. I just need to multiply all of these together. This one's long, chunk it. So I'm going to FOIL that first set together. And x times x is x squared. The outside I get x, the inside I get 4x, so that's a 5x. And the last I get 4. Then I have this other stuff tacked on at the end here. Instead of doing this times this, getting that product, and then doing that composite times this last one, I tend to like working with things as quadratics first and foiling, so I actually chunk this one. Could have done that back up here, but I'm going to write it down here. So for this one, the outside 2x times x, I get 2x squared. 2x and -5, I get -10. The inside, I get -3, so that's going to be minus 13x, and then plus 15. Now what I need to do is distribute here. Now this one's tricky because I can't FOIL it. If I do first, outer, inner, inner, last, I've completely missed these middle terms. There's a bunch of stuff there. So the idea here when you're distributing isn't this acronym FOIL, but rather each term gets multiplied to every other term in the parentheses. So I'm going to start here at the x squared. I'm going to denote this in blue, and the idea is that I'm distributing that to the other set. So x squared is going to each of those. So I wind up getting 4x to the 4th minus 13x to the 3rd plus 15x squared. Then I'm done with that blue x squared. I move to the next one, 5x, and this gets distributed to each term. Now to organize this with my like terms, I'm actually going to write it vertically below to get the x's to match up, but 5x times that green 2x squared, that's going to be positive 10x cubed, and I'm putting it beneath the blue 13x squared, minus 65 is 13 times 5, minus 65, we are channel 65, and then plus 75. And the last one is at 4 at the edge there. And that's being distributed to each term. So here I'm getting 8x squared, put that beneath your x squareds. Oh, I did something wrong in the previous line. So here, go back and fix it. The 5x times 13x is 65x squared. 5x times 15 is 75x. Live and learn. Okay, go back for the purples. This is why I organize things. Okay, 8x squared here minus 52 cards in the deck, 52x plus 60 at the end there. So all of this information here needs to be gathered. I need to combine my like terms, but my like terms are stacked vertically for me, so I can add them. Just need a little bit more space. I wasn't able to do it. And it's always awkward seeing that page. Okay, x to the 4th first, there's only 4 of them. Get your x cubed, -13 and +10. next one, x squared's, let's see here, positive 15 minus 65 plus 8. 75 minus 52, and the 60 at the end. And now, this 1/4, I can apply that scalar across the whole thing. So, 4th and 4 makes just 1, so x to the 4th minus 3/4 x cubed minus, let's see here, that's going to be 21 halves x squared plus 23 over 4x. We could convert these all into decimals, plus 15 at the end there. And plug it into a calculator to double check. And it is not hitting my original 4 points, so I did it wrong. Okay, so now we got to go back and try to figure out what the mistake is. Instead of starting at the very beginning, I mean, maybe this is wrong. I could type in this factored form here and see if it hits the 4 points. I'm guessing, just given my errors, the mistake's either here or in here where the foiled parts are. So let's look at the foiled again. That's getting 5 and that's getting 4. That's getting 15, negative 10, negative 3 is negative 13. That's the 2. And x squared times 2x squared. I got a 4, so I guess I was doing 2 squared in my head is 4, but x squared times 2x squared is 2x to the 4th. So that's going to change there, and did I do... Looks like the rest of that blue line is okay, so hopefully this is the only mistake, so that's going to be a 2, and this over here is going to be a 1/2, and let's plug that into the calculator. Alright, that hit all the points. Kind of embarrassing, but we got there. Character and Scholarship for life.